remember my video of the GE Model 7-45 or whatever it was, with the outlet on the back of it. You'll remember this thing as well. We're going to finally take a look at this. This is a Sony, but it is not a Dream Machine. It is actually a Digicube, model number ICF-C103. No idea when it was manufactured, but my guess is that it was made sometime in the 90s, maybe the early 2000s. I know one of my viewers wrote in on a video that I'd made of a Sony Dream Machine with a similar LCD on it that these were useless in the night, and I don't know how much I agree with that. I mean, in this case, basically almost certainly, because it doesn't look like there's any kind of, well, it looks like there might supposed to be, it's just very dim. But usually you can change the brightness on these to the point where they are actually visible in absolutely no lighting at all. So, I mean, the text is a little small, and definitely not the easiest thing to read. It's not like a bunch of red LED segments, but it's not terrible either. On this side, of course, is the clock set button. On the back, I guess that's kind of a port. Maybe it's a vent. I don't know. There's your volume control right there. This does not appear to have battery backup, which is kind of interesting. It probably has a capacitor in it that actually holds the time setting, and presumably also your presets, because this is another one of those clock radios where there are 5 possible presets, where number 1 is your wake-up station. Of course, I guess that's a snooze button. They call it the repeat alarm sleep off. There's a sleep timer right there. Of course, you got your presets, your alarm reset, as well as sleep right there, radio on off. I don't know why they call that out as being sleep, because the sleep button's right there, but anyway. Band switch, as well as time set, which is also your tuning, because this has a digital tuner. So let's go ahead and turn on the radio, if I can find the button. Radio is on, not set to a preset. It's on AM right now. We'll go ahead and we'll switch it to, let's select preset number 1. There's preset number 2. Preset number 3, which is actually a station here.
Thanks. Do you have an invention idea but don't know?
Preset 4. Preset 5 actually switches it to FM, and you can see with that these 5 presets are the only 5 presets you get. You do not get 5 AM presets and 5 FM presets. That's not how that works. If you want to set your preset, like let's say you want to go to a station, and we'll do some tuning. I'll also see if this has... Oh yeah, it does. It's got the seek tuning. You want this station here. Alright, I figured it out, at great risk getting this video muted. You push this enter button on the side when it's in radio mode. It flashes P, and you press your preset. And that's how you set it. So, there you go. So here you can get an idea what it sounds like on FM. Gets decent loud. Find a station here on AM.
And we will see a mix of rain and possible snow throughout the afternoon and
Again,
evening tomorrow.
Sounds like a pretty decent AM radio.
Is your high tomorrow. 3
Not
degrees
great,
in Kempville,
but
2 in Montreal, 2 in...
Not really terrible either. It's not wideband or anything like that. But it sounds acceptable for a table-side radio. Something to wake you up in the morning. So what we'll go ahead and we'll do now is we'll set the alarm. This does have radio and buzzer, labeled A and B, but you only get 1 alarm for both. A is always the radio and B is always the buzzer. At least this one doesn't do the indecency of claiming that it's a dual alarm clock radio when it really isn't. So, I'll go ahead and I'll set the buzzer. We'll have a listen to that. Alright. There is your Sony Digicube model ICF-C103 clock radio. Kind of a neat design, if I do say so myself. Pretty reminiscent of the ICF-C1. Except in that case, I think the display is a little bit better. Probably a little bit better of a design, although I think the radio on this one blows those out of the water. Either way, I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you have any comments, certainly do feel free to leave them down below.